Alright there. Hi guys. Welcome to another Lost Legion Videos game. It took me a while to get this up here because lost some of the footage. Or at least I thought I did. I went ahead and cut down the video so we could get it done pretty quick and make it a little more easy to do. I'm not putting life counters in, at least not for this week's videos, just because I'm short on time and I have a lot of videos stacking up from this week's FMM as well. So we've got Black-Red Vampires on the right, which is Tanner, or Travis, I believe. And then on the left, we have Joseph Deal with Goblins. And we already see a mountain on the right side, a Goblin Fire Slinger on the left side, which is typically what you expect from Goblins, you know, the quick start, start bringing the pain. And then on the right side, we have Blood Artist, I believe, which is going to make things a little more difficult for Goblins, if it is going to provide that life gain. But I think Goblin's going to have to deal with it pretty quick. And he's going to go ahead and grenade all of it. I think at first he's going to try to grenade all of it at the Blood Artist, and then he's going to swap it up to where he deals one off of the trigger from the Arsonist to the Blood Artist, then sacks and does a Goblin Grenade. So what this will do is this will trigger the Blood Artist twice, bringing Travis... Travis will gain 2 life, but then lose 5, so he's going to net a loss of 3 life. Joseph is also going to lose 2 life here, which you don't see him document. But in the game, they also don't notice that there's 2 triggers for the Blood Artist, which is very important whenever you are either playing with Blood Artist or playing against it. You know, a lot of people just want to forget that it stacks with everything on the battlefield at once. It's not just a 1 minute kind of deal or just per the Blood Artist death. So Travis is going to go ahead and Searing Spear him for 3, and then get pinged with the Fire Slinger. And then we have a Chieftain come down, which can be fairly backbreaking on an empty board like this, because that's 2 from the Fire Slinger and 2 from the Goblin Chieftain, and now all the Goblins are going to have haste, and it's going to be a fairly straightforward game for Goblins if Travis can't stick some sort of body to get in their way, especially if he can drop that next Chieftain. Okay, Crossbow Vampire, that's pretty good. At least it'll give us body to prevent some, soak up some of the damage. And so Travis should be, he went to 17 off the Blood Artist triggers, went to 16 off the Fire Slinger, and then after the Chieftain attack last time, 11. So now this is 6 coming, or not 6, 9 coming in, I apologize. He's going to block 1, take 6 off of that, and unless Travis has some tricks to prevent that damage, which I don't think he does, I think all I see is a Curse in his hand and an Executioner's Hood. It's an interesting card to be playing. Yep, Curse of Bloodletting, so it's on to game 2. And especially with the War Driver for just that little extra bit of overkill. So that was game 1. Pretty quick, as Goblins tends to do. But not much play out of the Black-Red Vampires player. I will say I went ahead and cut the video, so it's just going to cut straight here to the next one because I really didn't feel like you needed all to see them shuffle for the next 4 minutes. And they just kind of talked for a bit. So we're already on, this is game 2, and Travis is going to, I think, play first, but I'm not sure if he mulliganed or not, or, okay, he went for an Evolving Wilds and just went ahead and cracked it, which I've had some players, and I will comment on this because I think it's kind of an interesting way to look at it. Oh, Fire Slinger on the left from Joseph. Sometimes when you crack your Evolving Wilds, depending on what kind of deck you're playing, it can be very important to wait out your opponent, wait it out until their turn to then crack it to reveal your color. And I'm not sure if that's very important, so important in Standard, but some have said in the Eternal formats like Legacy and Modern and stuff, it can be very important to maybe bait out a play from an opponent or something like that. And we saw a Pillar come down on the Fire Slinger, and he's go ahead. He's exiled now. We've got a Shrine of Burning Rage down, which Joseph begins to explain. Which Shrine is just It's really good for Goblins, just to give them that extra finishing power, because typically that's what the deck's shortcoming is it, you know, maybe it can connect and make 20 damage, maybe it can connect and make 10 damage, but you can't, it always seems to stop just short of going past 20, or even stopping just to hit 20 itself, and it's a very odd thing, but it tries to run out there so fast that once bigger threats, you know, like a Hero Bladehold or something come down, they really can't stop it. So we see Shrine ticked up to 2 from the Chieftain cast, and 2 is done, bringing Travis down to 18. And he goes ahead and passes the turn back to Joseph, which is pretty insane, considering what's about to come down. Krinko. Now, the trick here with Krinko is he can now, because he has haste with the Chieftain, he can now instantly pop out 2 tokens with haste themselves, and they are 2/2s themselves. It also buffs the Shrine, so it's pretty good business. So that's going to go ahead and be 6 damage, knocking him down to 12 on Travis's side. So things aren't looking good, because one more Krinko activation, and I think we just got it sealed up, especially with the Shrine. And then he's got Dark Imposter to try to stand in the way, but I'm pretty sure Joseph can just go Krinko, makes 4 dudes with haste, attack, consumes no mana, then just Shrine for the win. Yeah, and it looks like exactly what he's going to do, because that puts him with 7 2/2s right at his face, so even if he could block 1, won't really matter. So these are the quickest games of FNM you will probably ever see, unless someone concedes. So if you ever want a really quick deck style that either wins rather quickly or can stumble very quickly, check out Goblins. Black-Red Vampires, again, not much action at all. We saw Dark Imposter, which I think is an interesting pick, to say the least. Not a bad pick, but an interesting one, if the deck supported it fairly well, but I can't tell you if it did, because we didn't really see anything. I'm imagining there are some Strong Kirk captains in there, maybe some Captain Kirks. Don't know if you have any of the legendary vampires. But, okay, that was round 2. Hope you all enjoyed watching for what short time we had. I'm going to go ahead and get out here and bring up the next match.